Hey, this is Vanessa Simpkins, and thanks so much for watching the webinar. I know it was a really long one. I really enjoyed being there with you, and I got a lot of questions, and a lot of the same questions, and so I just decided that, you know what, I'm going to create this quick little video training for you to help you with that. And the questions that I kept seeing over and over again really had to do with, hey, Vanessa, I love this whole mastermind, online mastermind idea. I get the point of having a leveraged income. I really like it, but how do I charge somebody $5, $6, $10, $15,000, $1,000 a month, $500 a month when I'm not this big expert like Tony Robbins? And so this is what I want to share with you here in this training, is really how to overcome this inner conflict of how can I make big money? How can I charge a lot for my services when I'm not a big guru expert like, Deepak Chopra or Wayne Dyer or Brendan Bouchard or something like this. And I really want to take the time to share with you, after teaching women entrepreneurs, I specialize in spiritual women's entrepreneurs, women's empowerment leaders, and really for the last 6 years of my business, this is what I've been doing, is teaching women high ticket sales and women who have no experience with sales to experienced business leaders and experienced women's empowerment leaders to really up-level their wealth set point, up-level their self-worth, and command high fees for their services. So in this training video, I'm gonna just go through some of these mindset gremlins and also show you how to get rid of them, and how to help you in your sales process. Because after doing this for 6 years, I can tell you that it's not your system, it's not your website, it's not what kind of computer you have. It has to do with your beliefs. It has to do with your own self-worthiness. And so that's what we're going to cover here. So if you have any kind of ideas, if you've been watching the webinar thinking, I love this idea, I'd love to do it, but I'm not a Tony Robbins. Hey, guess what? My name is not Tony Robbins. I make a great income, I have a fabulous lifestyle, and I want to show you how to do the same thing. So some of the common ideas or belief systems, and I just handled this last night on my group mastermind call. One of my clients is saying, I have this money block. I go to start thinking about, charging $500 a month for my services, and I get sick to my stomach. I clam up. I realize I'm witnessing myself procrastinating taking action. And so this is resistance, right? Whenever you have a great idea, right? This is what happens when you go to all these live events and you come home and you're like, woohoo, and you're supercharged, I'm gonna get out there, I'm gonna do it, boom, 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 and then deer caught in the headlights and nothing happens. Or you start projects and they don't get finished. And that has to do with an internal decision that's in conflict with your original goal, with your original affirmation, idea, decision. So you have a decision, I'm going to make $10,000 a month, $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 a month, and here inside your mind there's a decision that was made when you were 12, 15, 25 years old that says you're not good enough, or I don't deserve it, or I'm not smart enough, or I'm not ready yet, or I'm not this big guru. And that is the biggest problem that stops entrepreneurs from achieving their results. Has nothing to do with your website, has nothing to do with your level of expertise, has nothing to do with any of that. It has to do with the decision. So my invitation for you is to share with you this. An expert is somebody who, if you read 5 books on a topic, guess what? You're an expert. Just by reading 5 books on a topic, and it has nothing to do with being an expert. It has everything to do with showing up, right? Being visible, delivering value, and making offers. So this really comes back to my 3 parts, right? Be visible, deliver value, make offers. If you want a consistent income, it doesn't matter, what level of education you have. All that really matters is that you are consistently visible, you deliver consistent value, and you consistently make offers, and that's going to equal your income. So, I'm not Tony Robbins, and you don't need to be Tony Robbins either. And one of the things I share with my clients often is to look at your practice, to look at your business like this. So let's say that you have, where you are right now, a grade 6 level of expertise in whatever you do. If you plant tomatoes, if you're a gardener, if you're a baby whisperer, if you're a horse channeler, if you're a, dolphin energy awareness, consciousness, matrix diva, whatever you do, okay? That's really cool. I love all those things, by the way. Let's say you have a grade 6 level of expertise. So you don't need to have a PhD, you don't need to have any of these fancy pants degrees to be able to help all of the people in grade 5, in grade 4, in grade 3, in grade 2, in grade 1, and in kindergarten, right? And that's where your focus really should be on. So last night when I was coaching this client, I said to her, if you're freaked out and you're worried about, oh my God, $500, this is, I can't do that. One of the things to really consider is to stop making it about yourself and start serving. Start serving. Start showing up, delivering value, making an offer, getting on those sales calls, and finding out what your target audience needs. Finding out what their problems are. Get in the game. Get off the bleachers, off of the I'm watching and I'm consuming all these programs, because that's what happens, right? When you're learning in the starting stage in your business, you're starting, you're learning, you're buying, you're consuming, you're reading, you're going, you're seeing, and there's no real output. So my invitation with clients is get in the game. It's okay to be imperfect. This is how it's called learning. You're going to make some mistakes, right? Hopefully you're going to follow a system that helps you weed out as many mistakes as possible, but learning involves mistakes. I learn and I make mistakes almost every day. Weekly, definitely in my business. It's called learning. No one's void of that experience of failure. And it's not a failure. It's just, okay, I'm going to try it a different way. Learn how not to do it. And you have to have that mindset as an entrepreneur to take a risk. You need to have that mindset to be able to take risks and learn. That's what it's all about. So, so this idea, that you can help to start where you're at right now. So let's say you've actually been in business for a while. Okay, the other idea, the other thought that makes people suffer is, I should be further along than I am right now. I've invested XYZ amount of money. I've hired the coach, the guru, the mentor. It didn't work out for me. And, what makes this different? Why is your program different, Vanessa? Why should I invest with you? Well, that whole mindset of I did it once and I failed and I don't want to do it again is equally as disruptive, equally as limiting as the I'm afraid of being a fraud, okay, kind of syndrome. So first part, I really want to cover with you is about start with where you're at and be willing to serve and jump in with both feet, get in the game, right? Deliver value, make offers, show up, be visible, deliver value, make offers, and you will start, serving. And that's what people really pay you for. They pay you to help them, and they don't pay you by the hour. They don't pay you $20, $30, $50, $500, $1,000 an hour. They don't pay you for that. They pay you to solve a problem. They pay you to solve a problem, and they pay you to help hold their hand and solve that problem. And you have a level of expertise on something. Now, most people actually, this is another problem I see before I get into part 2 here. Another problem I see is that entrepreneurs have a really hard time charging a lot of money for what comes easiest for them. They think, this is so easy. Why would people actually pay me a lot of money for this? Okay, that's what you should charge a lot of money for. And you don't have the glasses, the perspective to see it because it's like second nature to you. So, for example, I was at my mastermind meeting last week here in San Diego, and a few of the guys, I'm one of the youngest mastermind members, which I'm super happy with. But two of the guys were talking about this book from Esther and Jerry Hicks called Money and the Law of Attraction. And I kept hearing one of the guys talk about it. It's this really great book, you should check it out. And I finally spoke up and I was like, are you guys kidding me? I read this book like 8 years ago. Where have you been? Like, what planet have you been living on? And I realized, okay, that that it was a big thing for them, that it was a new thing for them. So, another idea to consider is that it's so second nature to you that you don't realize it's very new to somebody else. It's very new, it's very valuable to have an expert, a mentor take you by the hand and say, don't step into that pothole. That right there is a pothole. It's going to cost you a lot of money to repair your car. You're going to break your leg. Don't do that. I've done it before. Okay? So that's another idea to consider here when making decisions. Is that you should charge a lot of money for what comes natural, easiest to you. What is the easiest to you? And to package that. And so people will pay for that. They're not paying you $10, $20, $100, $500 an hour. They're paying you to help them solve that problem. They're paying for your time and your wisdom and your expertise and all of the years it's taken you to gather that. Right? That's priceless. So it's a shift out of this, I got to charge, how am I worth $100 an hour or $500 an hour? Well, it's not about that at all. How many years did it take you? How many experiences? How many wake-up calls? How many trials and errors has it taken you to achieve the level of mastery that you have? And start from where you're at. Be willing to serve. Part of this is you showing up and doing, obeying God's source spirit. It's calling in your life. That's another part of it. So I want to share with you really the encapsulating mindset. The more I get into this, the more I'm thinking of, my gosh, there's so many ideas here. So start with where you're at. Be willing to serve. You're going to find out that people are willing to pay for your expertise, and they're willing to pay for your confidence. The confidence with which you show up with is actually what people buy. That's why having confidence is so important. So. Looking at the things, I mentioned that idea with, the Law of Attraction book because I got started originally in this business as a Law of Attraction coach. And I forget, this is old news to me. I've read that years and years ago, but for some people, it's brand new. It's like, the oceans are parting. So think, there are people out there that need your help, right, that are babies. They're, grade kindergarten, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they love your help, and you're the perfect person for them. So that's another way to get out of this whole, oh my gosh, I'm not this guru yet. Read 5 books on the topic. And seriously, just get out there, deliver value, make offers. That when you show up and when you obey, that's like God's source, spirit, universe, whatever you believe in. That power, that higher force says, oh, she's listening. Here you go. Here are the clients for you to serve. So those are some ideas about mindset and how to overcome the consistent fears, the worries, the niggling, the doubt, the oh my gosh, am I really worth it? It's really to just get in the game, get going, get in there, and you're going to learn a lot more. And the other part is to find those very specific decisions, like I'm not good enough. I'm not, I don't deserve it. It's going to be hard. It'll take too much time. I got to take another course. I got to take another course and the course and the course and the course. No, stop it. Stop all this certification and start marketing. Start selling yourself. That's where the confidence is really going to come from. So second part, of this equation is how this helps you in your sales. And it really does. It helps you in your sales because when you stop focusing on you, that was the second part of the equation. I told my client yesterday, stop making it about you. It's not about you. It's about you serving this other person. When you put the focus on them and really show up and listen to them on a sales call, you're really listening to understand not what am I going to say as soon as they stop talking, but what is really going on here. When you listen with that kind of ear, there's a connection that builds. And you make it more about them. It's not so much about you. So on my mastermind call last night, I had another client ask me a concern, a question, and she said, well, if I'm having all of these, sales conversations to sell this mastermind experience, I'm afraid that I'm going to get these free, these freebies, these kind of looky-loo people. I think she was going to speak at an event, and she was going to have the opportunity to sell people into strategy sessions. And her concern was that these people are going to be, they're going to be too, just, I'm going to grab as much as I can for free and not really have the finances or the money, or they're not really going to be the right fit. And I shared with her, but think about this. When you have your sales attraction system set up, it's specifically designed to weed the looky-loo people out. And she goes, you're right. I forgot about that. So you not only do you want to have the right mindset, the right alignment, all gates, all doors open, right? When we have something in our mind that says it's too hard, or these people are just going to come in and take everything for free and not pay me, that decision shuts the gates of your mind. And then you can't manifest anything other than that decision, because your mind is creative. So you got to open up all the gates. You got to open it up and align your goals with a mindset that supports it, with beliefs that support it. And then you want to have a sales attraction system, right? And this is a way to get people to know, like, and trust you, learn about you, what your values are, understand where you're coming from, and basically answer their frequently answered questions in advance, so that when they do show up on the call, when they jump through those certain hoops, right, they're ready to buy. They're basically decided already, I know I want to buy from this person. And again, having a sales attraction system involves, writing out your story about who you are and why you decided to do this. What was the story event that happened in your life that caused you to want to do this? What was the call? What was the knocking in your heart? What was, God, Source, Spirit's invitation? What was that moment like? And who are your clients? And what kind of personalities do you like best? You want to have all that written out with some testimonials. And you want to take people through a series of steps before they get to talk with you. And this qualifies them. And it also saves you time from speaking with, people who are not the right fit. So you only get to talk with really highly qualified, warm leads who know, like, and trust you, and who are ready to buy. If they have the money, the last portion of this is really helping them make the decision and helping them, make the payment. And all of this, if this sounds good to you guys, if you're thinking, what, I'd really like to do this. I'd really like to have my own mastermind, high level, highly leveraged group online coaching program that I can take with me anywhere in the world, or kind of run from your coffee table and your home around the family, like I do here in Southern California. We've got 3 little kids. My 3 little stepkids, which are gorgeous, and 2 dogs. So it can be really busy. But if you want to create your own portable, profitable coaching business, if that sounds good to you, if you like the idea of having a leveraged business that delivers real value to your clients and doesn't eat up all of your time, then I'm going to invite you again to go ahead and pick up the 10K in 30-day Skyrocket Your Confidence and Cash Flow program. Again, what I've done here for you guys is, for a very limited time, put it on sale and half off. And what you get is the entire online mastermind program, the exact same membership site that my high-paying clients used and were charged between $9,000 and $15,000 to gain access to. You're getting the exact same program. And again, that program is, there's a huge mindset module where we go really in depth. I take you through my signature system. It's the I'm a Conscious Creator program. It's how do you uncover those limiting beliefs, like, all of the things we talked about, having to be a guru or a big expert, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not ready yet, or blah, 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 all that stuff. We take you right through take you through a process to uncover the limiting beliefs that are holding you back, to create new beliefs that support your now vision, right? All gates are open. And then how to install them in your subconscious mind. That's just as important. You can make a decision. I'm going to be a millionaire. I am a millionaire. But if you don't know how to install that as the truth, as a new belief in your subconscious, it's not going to take root. It's not going to show up and manifest. So all of that's covered in the mindset module. And as well, you get some phenomenal planning, right? We talk about time management, planning. So the mindset module is phenomenal on its own. And it's the foundation for your success as an entrepreneur. So the first module is all about your message. So we talk about who are your ideal clients, what problems do they have, what's your marketing message, how are you going to call yourself. The wording, the languaging is very important. It holds most entrepreneurs back. They're like, I don't know what to call myself. I spin around in circles and I'm kind of lost branding. I don't know what to do. So module 1, I take you through some templates, some worksheets that I've taken my clients through to help you get really clear on your message. Module 2 is all about leads, being visible, driving traffic. So we look at online and offline models to be visible, deliver value, and make offers. Module 3 is all about packaging. So we're looking at, are you going to sell a couple of high-end one-on-one coaching programs first to gain some experience? Or do you want to jump right into the online mastermind model? You've got both options for you. I give you basically my first coaching programs, what I called them, what was included in them, how to charge them, how to work out the payments, all of that, how the whole thing works. You can even go ahead and call your coaching program the same thing that I called mine, because I don't use it anymore and I know it works. So I'm happy if you just take that program and run with it. Module 4 is all about how to have successful sales conversations. You need to, this is where rubber meets the road right here. When you start to make sales, I tell you what, your whole life changes. Because if you want to go on a trip, you want to buy a new car, something happens, your kid needs braces, whoop, you'll launch a promotion and you make the money and it's all good. When you know how to sell, life becomes pretty easy. So module 4, I've included for you my sales script, including how to handle sales objections. You need to understand the mindset behind sales, and you need to know how to help people make a decision. This is very important. Most people are operating out of this place of fear, out of this place of ego. And so I teach you, how to educate your clients on this process. It's phenomenal. The entire investment of this course would be worth just that one module. I'm serious. Module 4 is all about sales. Mastering the art of sales conversion without being slimy or weird or shitty or manipulative or pushy. It's none of that. It's really about being heart-centered, really showing up, serving, like I said. Module number 5 is all about positioning. So how are you going to position yourself as an expert? Are we going to create maybe a book or an ebook or an audio course? I'll give you some steps to do that and resources to help you position yourself as an expert that people want to buy from. Module 6 is all about networking and how to create joint ventures with partners to fill your workshops or get on telesummits. I even give you templates of emails that I had my assistants send out to podcasters. So all kinds of awesome things in Module 6. Module 7 is about your website. How do you create your freebie? What is an opt-in page? All of that technical, complicated, I don't want to do it, it's too crazy. We get clear on how do you create your free goodie. That thing that, whether it's a video series or a PDF or some way for people to get access to you, to taste test you in advance, to become familiar with you and get ready to take the next step, which may be pick up the phone, hey, I'm ready for or send an email or apply for a strategy session with you, which is a sales call. And finally, module 8, we have the entire thing. Now you've got this sales attraction system up and running. Right? That's the backbone of the program. Plus, I've given you 3 bonuses: the I'm a Conscious Creator program, the workshop profit secret system, which is how do you create a workshop and sell your high-end coaching consulting off on the back end. This is basically how I started my business in really small little events like my yoga teacher's basement. I did meetup groups, 15, 20 people. That's all you needed. And I converted 30 to 50% of the room, and I share with you the exact systems, all the templates, the evaluation forms. You get access to that. And finally, you also get access to the Mastermind Secrets program. So I share with you how to run a mastermind. And there's 4 trainings. How do you actually do it? What's your onboarding sequence? What do you outsource your assistants? Time management, boundaries, right? All of these things. If you ever wanted to know how do I run my online mastermind, I share with you in those 4 trainings. And I've also included for you another training on how to do a webinar. I'll give you my slides and I take you through the actual process and some best practices to do that. So the entire program is really, set up to help you get out there, start delivering, start being visible, delivering value-making offers. It includes the 30-day video challenge, and it's on sale here for a limited time for half off. Again, the program's for a year. You get access to a private Facebook group where you can connect with other people who are just like you. They're awesome rock star spiritual entrepreneurs. They're getting their sales attraction systems in place. They're getting their mindset foundation for success together. They're working on themselves. It's a safe space where healing can happen. And once a month, I'm in there live with you guys on a telephone live Q&A call. And I'm answering questions. I'm answering questions for you guys, your most pressing questions. And I'm there until there's no more questions. All right. So that's the program in a nutshell. And if you've been, watching the webinar and you're still watching this video, my invitation for you is to do it. Grab it while you can. Don't let that idea of, oh, I invested once in the past and it didn't work out. Let me tell you something. When I first got started, when I wrote my first book, I'm going to share with you something, a little piece of, of my past. When I wrote my first book, I knew so little and nothing about online. How does this systems work and autoresponders? And it just blew my gaskets. I paid a marketing team $10,000 for a website I don't even use. And I could look at myself and I could say, Vanessa, what a waste of money. You're such a fool. You ding dong. Don't ever invest in yourself again. That was crazy, stupid, dumb. Okay. I realized I paid $10,000 to realize I knew more about marketing than these marketing guys did. What a blessing. I'm that smart. I don't need these guys. And who cares if I, spent the money on a website? What I learned was that I really need to just get out there, be visible, deliver value, make offers, make sales, focus on sales. And so, don't let a decision in your past, one where you think, oh my gosh, I tried this once and it was, it failed. I didn't get the results that I want. Don't let your past cloud your future, because that's a losing formula. And I hear that a lot when I talk to people, especially in this, personal development, online world, entrepreneur, coaches, consultant field. I hear that a lot. And mostly it's because people are not focusing on mindset. And so that's why you see all of my clients have these, skyrocketing results. It's because we really focus on mindset as your foundation for success. That's why this program is the best. So all that to say, if you're still watching this video, my invitation for you is that you're going to blow it. You're going to skyrocket your results with this, just like my other clients have. So go ahead, invest in yourself, take the risk. And I promise I will be there every step of the way with you. I will be there on the group calls to help answer any of your questions, to help you with your mindset. I always tell people, you can ask me any question. You can ask me a mindset, a spirituality, a marketing, a sales question. If you've got relationship questions, you can ask me that too. I don't care, right? Just keep showing up, because 90% of success is showing up. All right, guys, long video. I love you. I'm going to end it here. If you've been watching and you really want to take your income, you really want to take your business to the next level, this program will help you do it. I will help you do it. That's my promise to you. Go ahead and click the button below this video and sign up while it's still half off, while you still can, while you still get access to those 3 bonuses, because next week I will be raising the price by at least $1,000. All right, guys, I love you. Thanks for watching. Mwah. I'll see you real soon.